Welcome to this week's Overwatch news without the bullshit. Let's get started. Firstly, it's worth mentioning that most of this week is related to the metric shit ton of news from last week. Viewers are encouraged to watch that video first, due to the sheer amount of information covered. Sombra's PTR tweak has received more changes this week, with her ultimate now disabling Hammond's mines for 10 seconds out of the 20 seconds they are active. The distance she is able to be next to enemies before being detected has also been reverted, which means it is now exactly the same as it is currently on the live servers. Her translocator is also now able to be destroyed at any time with the interact key, and the sound it makes has been significantly reduced. These alterations come right after last week's changes that allow her to use her translocator and stealth abilities indefinitely at the cost of a lower stealth movement speed and no longer being able to contest objectives while invisible. Hammond himself also receives a small change, with his grappling claw movement speed being reduced from 22 meters per second down to 20 meters per second. Hanzo also receives a small unlisted nerf on the PTR, which makes his ultimate ability no longer be affected by damage boosting sources, such as Mercy's right click or Ana's ultimate. A few Reddit users have managed to check how many of each endorsement types each player receives, a feature that is not currently available in game. It's worth mentioning that this process is done using the Google Chrome browser. The first step is to click on the link in the description to get to this page. The next step is to enter your Battle.net ID and click on your account. You then right click on the endorsement level icon and click inspect. You then go to console, then copy and paste this wall of text that you can find in the description. Hit enter and your endorsement stats will be shown in an easy to read format. It is not currently clear how many endorsements it takes to get to each level or how the decay system works in detail. However, a prominent Overwatch data analysis site has been able to shed light on how the system is currently being used. For example, it is shown that the good teammate endorsement is by far the most used, while the shot caller endorsement is given in less than 20% of cases. Another interesting detail is that the level of skill rating seems to correlate with how many endorsements players are likely to receive, with lower ranked players getting more endorsements on average. In other words, this means that players who want to gain their endorsement level faster are encouraged to throw games in order to play with their more supportive lower skilled counterparts. This is all the significant news for this week. Viewers can either click off the video now or stay for some short announcements. Firstly, the cancer fundraiser is still active in the Scrub Hub Discord server, which is currently auctioning off a bunch of random shit, including the enormous signed penis and the right to choose my next golden gun. Moving on, I would like to get viewers' opinion on whether you would support sponsorship in the News Without the Bullshit series. What this would mean is when all the news is concluded each week, I would include a 30-second advertisement made by myself to promote a product or service that sponsors the series. This would allow me to make up for much of the lost revenue for not stretching out these videos much longer than they need to be or adding annoying mid-roll ads. It would also help to compensate for the non-news videos that often get demonetized or take a disgusting amount of time to make. Projects such as an upcoming Rainbow Six video that took over 30 hours to edit and took gameplay from over 2 years of playtime. Of course, the downside to this is that viewers may feel as if this defeats the purpose of delivering news without the bullshit. And if this is the general view of viewers, the audience, then I will not include any form of advertising. However, as mentioned, all ads would only be featured after the news has been covered, meaning that only viewers interested are required to continue watching. Leaving a comment on how you feel about this would be very appreciated. But for now, enjoy the greatest outro I've ever created.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't